Guys, guess what? Hey, Donna and Casey, how are you? I know I heard Randy was going live. I heard she was, but this isn't about her because nobody cares. You guys, I can't change the orient. Maybe I can do it. Now I can turn it around, but I can't. See, guys, listen. Yeah, I can't turn it sideways. Watch. If I try to turn it sideways, it says that it's locked. Whatever.
Well,
I tried. So we're just gonna be cozy.
It'll be you in the shot.
No, we're going to be cozy.
What if I just like go in the other room and you have me on panel?
We could do that. You want to do it like that? So that's why when we usually do it like this, you guys. So let me explain something that that probably makes absolutely no difference to you guys.
Good.
In the advanced settings of when you start a stream, you have to change it to landscape.
Does anybody
And
know
now
how
you
to?
can't.
Does anybody know how to change it to landscape after? After you started it.
But it's even the option that used to be there, you guys.
I almost started dashing
Thank
again.
you,
Damn
Lord.
it! I hit the wrong button.
How are you? Thank you. Hey, Karen. How are y'all?
I got to go to Chick-fil-A. I'll be right back.
He's gonna go to Chick-fil-A. So the thing is I don't have any idea how to change it. Like, remember how I used to not know how? Well, I don't know how again because they've changed it.
Maybe.
Hold on. We're gonna talk while I do a Google search.
We're gonna try it. We might have to just
Randy,
start another one.
No one's gonna be talking about you. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! It's only like 18%.
Look, it's busy.
Is it busy? You man the people for a second.
I know, but I've got to clear out my Safari so that I can.
Yeah, well.
Because I only have an iPhone 6.
He's so full of shit. He's so full of shit. Yeah, and none of them are like recent, so it's like doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Hold on a second. We're gonna have to really snuggle.
We will.
If I knew we were gonna do this, I'd just have you sit on my lap, like.
I could sit on your lap.
You want to sit on my lap?
No.
That leads to naughtiness.
Well, it does indeed. So, anyways, we're gonna just ignore that because why not?
I want to start with something that's not like drama related or anything. Do any of you people know?
You're not supposed to say you people.
You people?
We got accused of being racist because you say you people.
Let me check to see if I care if I sound racist.
We're talking about YouTube stuff, you guys. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
But you people.
Maybe you have to.
Do you guys know? Do you guys know who Lions Not Sheep is? Sean Whalen. Do you guys know that site? I mean, guys might know it if you like look in Facebook. He's like a motivational speaker, and he talks a lot of things about success. You can join the Lions Den. It's like $200.
You can?
And anyway, he's just built his reputation, and it's really, when you listen to him talk, he's a pretty cool dude. He talks about faith. He's not like this pompous dude, you know. Talks about his faith in his God. He talks, but one of the things that he's really high on is his marriage, and he's like, you need to treat her like a queen, no matter what. It's like she is, and people would be like, this guy's got everything, but he treats his wife like, you know. It's just a great example until
what?
They're getting a divorce.
Are they really?
They really are. Remember when I showed you Lions Not Sheep?
Yeah.
And he, so his wife's name is Saxony.
Thank you.
They used to have Saxony and Sean, and they had a podcast, and it was her podcast. Now she launched one that said it's Sax and Sax because I fired him, blah blah blah, and there was all these rumors. So now it's flying everywhere that they're getting a divorce, and I don't think somebody like them would be like a troll for like some of their people.
I don't
but
either.
it is really, it's a lot. I mean, he's built. I mean, he's drives a Lamborghini around once a week and vlogs in it and stuff. They're getting a divorce.
That's incredible. Which goes to show you, it's like whatever. I
have to go and see if anybody knows who I'm talking
about. Hello,
about.
Donna. It's good to see you. Clean urine stash. Just Ricky, Sin, beautiful Sin. Karen, if I've said your name again. This live or the notification of the one in 2 days. Well, that one in 2 days is for my channel. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And then this one that's where like the girls talk girls. And this is where Sean and I, we share our unbelievably motivating information on
Yep.
life.
Yep.
Just joking.
Does anybody know who I'm talking about?
Hey, in your dreams.
Lion's Not Sheep. You can look it up. They got a Facebook page, and I mean, I wasn't part of that group because it's expensive, But
How incredible.
but he's like, anyway, they're breaking up, and it's really when something like that happens in like an internet couple or a media couple, like sports star or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a big deal because his whole premise is marriage, and
So
this and
there's
that.
I mean, most of the time it's on a bigger scale, like when an evangelist or whatever have to like
Maybe there was an affair or something.
something like that.
So the reason why I found out is Saxony. She, like, her Instagram came across my feed, and I have no idea. I didn't know who she was. I didn't recognize her. And there was this big long thing about moving on, even though you've been part of somebody's dreams and you've been part of somebody's life and have kids and were part of growing old with, and all of a sudden they don't want you anymore. So I read it and I felt bad that I'm like, I wonder if she's a narcissist.
Probably more to
but,
come. You know what I mean?
It's like I don't
thing is
see
like-
either Mandy nor I doing a vlog or a statement or anything if something's
grandmas. Yeah, no,
happening
I
with
don't think
us.
so. I think that we would shut it down. Hello, Stitching. How are you? I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm wrong, is awful. I can't even imagine. But it was, I'd be like, we're going to delete our channel. Do you want to know what's interesting? Another thing that's interesting. Number one, we will promise to deliver some good stuff, but I had totally forgotten that I did the title said something about gaslighting. Has gaslighting gone too far? Because everybody was titling their shit, has live streaming gone too far? So I was like, let me do something else that's like
Okay, I still haven't got
fun.
logged in yet.
Okay, so today I have this armchair that I made like a couple of vlogs in when I was gonna do it more regularly, which I still mean to, but anyway, it's got like a vine and floral print, but it's not colored. It's like a linen kind of look. I got it at No Longer Bound. I got it for probably about $25, probably a year ago.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Probably a year ago now, close to a year ago. So today, today we're outside doing doing chicken stuff, and I see the person pull into their driveway. I mean, it doesn't matter which one, it's not important. And I'll be damned if the couch that matches this chair wasn't on, and this is a known thrift shopper. So I was like, and she just doesn't like to, she's not a real talkative person, but she pulled into her driveway with it, and I was like, did you get that at No Longer Bound? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, I have the armchair to it at my house. And I said,
Yeah.
I really don't have room for the couch, but if you have room for the armchair with your couch, I'll gladly give it to you. And she was like, really? And I don't think she believes me that I literally mean I have the arms, because what are the chances of the set?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? So someone decided
Very
they
true.
wanted to try to make the couch work, and it didn't. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Hold on. I gotta get out of the corners of my mouth.
See,
I
look,
think
okay,
YouTube
so
should shut down for 3 months, and the drama will
Yup.
probably so.
that would be
100%.
I mean, you're right, because 1 month people would just do whatever. But
Right.
you see what happens? Like, I'm right here, right?
Right?
And I can do this. When it's that way, you can just flip it up and flip it down.
Yeah, that's like the normal thing. But used to, what would happen, Sean, is you would go into the advanced settings. I wonder if they're doing that to stop people, like, if you set it horizontal, then they know there's going to probably be two people. And maybe they're trying to keep people who aren't supposed to be on YouTube, like, they think that'll deter.
I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out how to. Oh, here it is. Chat
See?
filter. Here's how you do the chat, so I can put it on all messages.
Yeah.
There
but
we go.
Anyway, thank you for the compliment, Clara, about the lipstick. It is.
She did ask me. She was like,
actually, and I can go grab it if y'all want me to, but it's Too Faced. It's just the little Too Faced pump lip gloss thing. It's not like anything too fancy. I might go grab it in a second, but
Pretty fancy.
it's so fancy.
I'm-
It's so fancy. Let me
What I'm
see.
gonna do while we're see, that was the guy. That was the guy.
No,
I was talking to.
I think
But
it's
you see?
no.
Oh my God.
No, I thought maybe it was a text of someone telling me how to fix our orientation. Well, we
Oh.
know our orientation. We just
Yeah.
didn't know. Anyway,
be careful,
if y'all
be
want me to
accused
go
of-
grab it, I will go grab it. I got this. Okay.
See, look. So I just flipped up one, and it was this dude.
Which is
Look, he's got 500 people watching him.
he's about 10 years old.
I know. And so you go back to us, and then you go. Let me do one more.
I wonder why it's like that.
Anyway,
You see, right? Two-Faced is like trying to make a comeback. So thank you. I have heard that about red lipstick. I remember when I was like 13, and I've told this story before. I was playing in my sister is 10 years older than me, so I was playing in her makeup, and I put red lipstick on, and I remember my mom was like, no, you need to take that off. That's a trashy color. Because I was, 10. And then my sister's like, but she can pull the red off. And my mom was like, yeah, she can. And ever since then, I've like remembered
so
that. I can
Mandy
pull the
said
red
that
off.
happened when she was 10. That was a basic training.
Yeah, he was off and beyond. He was too, you're good. Just someone, reds can be tricky. Exactly. And this one you wouldn't think would be very full coverage because of most of the ones that have the little click up balms that's the Too-Faced aren't. They're just very sheer. But this one isn't. Sean's trying to pretend like it's the most.
Like I'm enthralled.
No, you're not enthralled.
You know what's going
with
through my
me.
head right now?
What?
I'm thinking about how many times our stream's going to get clipped. You know how? See, if you go to YouTube Studio, and people take clips
I wonder
of
if
your
you can
live
still
stream,
see it in this one.
you can go to and it'll tell you the people that have clipped
For
part
about
of your live stream.
24 hours, it'll tell you.
Yeah, and then it was pretty interesting when the
Let me see
last
if it's
couple
still there.
streams that we did, that who's been clipping them.
It was just the one though this last time.
This last one was, yeah.
Lunar
and I was
Phoenix
trying to,
loves to clip us, and
and I listened to the clips and I'm like, what is she?
she always
what-
does the one with the yawning face, like that. It's either a boring clip or what, and I'm like,
But I think she was trying to get clips to
frame us.
no, I think that to prove we were like racist or something.
Everybody's always trying to.
She
prove we're
clipped the
racist.
picture where I remember when the last live stream we did, and I showed the picture of the house that was, that had all the stuff hanging up. It was on the end of that dirt road, and I couldn't get the car
Yeah.
out. She clipped that.
Oh.
And I was like, man,
People
maybe
are
she knows somebody. that
forever trying to make everyone believe many things about us, that the only person that can believe and take heart to it is if you are in fact what you're accused of being.
Dragonfly said,
Hey Paula.
Sean, don't kiss her. I won't ruin the lipstick. But later on, I expect red lipstick all over me.
All over you from head to toe.
Because I'm Rick Sykes.
Look, we're looking all crazy with that, like.
I know, but it's not too bad.
No.
It's not too bad.
So you keep up right now with
You're gonna get your
No.
The thing
I'm gonna
about
say
it,
about Sunday, I'm doing I'm gonna fire up the ATX channel, and Sin is going to be on panel. We it's scheduled so you can see it. It might be, I believe, she kind of had a platform and a voice for a little while till that person just decided to throw her out as well. And like I said, I don't apologize for anybody that I call friend.
That's right.
I don't care if it's the popular opinion, the not popular opinion. But we're going to do a thing. She wants to clarify a few things that have been said. And again, people can choose to believe it, not care, or not watch it.
I mean, if, for example, there's a lot of stuff that's been said lately about us, right? I'm grateful that most of y'all have chosen the logical option, which is they're not true. Real quick about Sam. I guess about 24 to 48 hours ago, she put another, was it a couple days ago, or she put another stream up?
It was
I'm grateful. Yesterday? Well, I remember that our circle was like, we're not even going to watch it. So there's nothing to tell
And
Sean and Mandy.
I would say that most people in here will say that
watch
they
it.
didn't watch
Right.
it either.
But what I have gotten by on Twitter is
Exactly, Melissa.
that Sam is not pleased that this has gone. It hasn't gone the way she had planned it to, and for that we thank everybody. We
And I
really
don't
do.
even think she planned it very well.
No, she
I
didn't.
think it, along with everything else, is just done with one motive in mind, and that's to
Yeah.
try to make one or both of us fall apart. To say that the term psychotic Sam is just synonymous, like in several places, I won't get into it, but it is. Everybody knows, you know.
She's messy. She doesn't even take the time to do things the right way.
Oh, let me see.
Anyone that cared to lean in was like, this is not okay. It's not right.
It does. Thank you, Karen.
And she isolated a lot of people that try to support her. She
But
really
I
did.
was wondering because sometimes what I think, because of a lot of feedback I get,
Oh my
that
God, I
when
can't
we're
do this.
live, it's like considered the Sam and Yaba foreplay hour. Because I think that it wets their whistle. But my question today is, Yaba, who do you have to role play tonight? Him or me? Or is it y'all just like
Well, I mean,
draw
I
straws
don't
or
think,
what it is?
I don't think Sam's gay, so I've never thought that.
So just curious which one you want to be. Sometimes Sean and I play Pocahontas and John Smith, and we it doesn't matter how people identify as. I typically am Pocahontas and he's John Smith. When we play Mr. Plumber,
We're very vanilla.
I am the plumber.
We're very vanilla though.
Right.
That's what it is.
But our favorite is the copier repairman. We had to go
that
buy
is.
an old Xerox copier from like an old office supply store. And that's how we execute that game. Did I tell too much?
You told way too much. So those of you in the chat who don't know who Clara is, this Clara Frank, she's our friend.
Thank you, Karen.
She
We'll
is
try.
also known on the airwaves as DC Media Girl. When we talk about our friends that we don't care about what people say or do, that we take, we got our friends back. That name that you see in the chat is one of them.
Yeah.
And another one right now that we're,
Another-
really trying to,
Another couple, she also has a YouTube relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just YouTube, but she's
is,
in this small group that have relationships that were hatched on YouTube.
I hate this. Because
I don't
can't-
know what to tell you. You'll just have to look at mine. You look at mine and I'll look at yours.
No, but I can't flip it because
Yeah.
it goes to the next. It goes to the next.
Mama
thing.
Ricky, you are exactly
Hey, Yoga
right.
Pants.
Hey, Aubrey. Paula missed her live. Will it be back up? I hate that I missed it. I'm sure that she left it up. It was a good time. I have some family members that I love to talk to constantly, and I'm too embarrassed to be related to. That's the same for everyone. Can't choose family, just got to deal with them. Here's the thing. I was thinking about this today. I hope Sarah Smiles is okay. I haven't seen her in any chats lately, and I didn't see her in Paula's today. I know she has a weird schedule. I hope you're okay, Sarah Smiles. I sent you a text. Let me know that you're doing okay. She's talking
Did
about,
you hear Mama Ricky?
yeah, didn't
Yeah.
I pin it? It's absolute hilarious. And then Melissa says, I did watch Negs and Clara talk to Russ, and I swear that dude needs a helmet. He is off. Is he the one that says, and I do dabble occasionally? I know I dabbled in the hood for quite some time. Is
I
that
don't
him?
know who Russ is.
Hold on. They'll tell me if that's him. If that's him, I think that some of the funniest things I've seen are when DC and Negs are talking to him because he's so I don't know. Y'all tell me, is he a troll or is that's just legit how he is? It is so funny to me.
I can't stand this.
Okay, hold on. It's the new thing that YouTube has if you're streaming with a phone. I don't like it either. Yeah, that's his catchphrase.
Because I keep trying to go up and down.
Yes!
I keep trying to go up and down with the so I can see parts of the chat, and it just flips to another.
So we're gonna fix that before next time. If we have to do it on our laptop, we'll do it on. What about an iPad? Can you?
No, that's different.
Really?
Yeah.
Because we can stream on an iPad too. We've got options. Okay, so yeah, that is probably the funniest soundbite ever. Is that you've heard it, right?
What's that?
I dabbled in the. You've never heard it? That's funny. It cracks me up. And when they panel with them, because Clara and Negs can be so mad, they bounce well off each other, and Clara will go, Russ, and then ask him a question. He's like, well, da 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 da, and she was like, typical, or something like that. They like nothing surprises her or whatever. You had yes, it
Can I
takes
go
you to
down with it? You got to go very.
You're about to see him get super frustrated. No, but this is what I'm saying. I know you want to do your thing. What if you look right here?
Well, let me hold it.
I'll always let you hold it.
Okay.
You let me hold it, and I'll let you hold it. You guys, I know that I have dominated the conversation so far, but I have one more thing to say before we get into gaslighting. No, I was at Target. Do people here know that I was at Target today? Okay, Stitching, gotcha. Euro Cup starts
Wait a second. That's different from the Copa America, right? I know that there's 2 of them going on.
Yours is more interesting than mine if you want to talk about them fighting.
What did Carlos say? Breaking Boyd News and King of Diamonds, Joe Camillo were court ordered to stay off YouTube for 6 months. Wow. You see, here's the deal about that. They did kind of a SWAT thing.
That's why they got court ordered.
They ordered there was like a I don't want to say
so
here
primitive.
and get struck, but they ordered something like to
Like
they made a
really?
threat to a courthouse.
Holy shit.
So when you're talking about doing stupid shit like calling fire departments and calling police or doing swatting people and saying that, there's someone that's hurt or injured in a house, the authorities are starting to take that real serious. And then here's the first one we've seen.
Georgia has upped it too recently. Has upped what did they say? An automatic felony?
It's a felony now.
I mean, which I would have thought it would have been before, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Ricky
You're good,
says,
Mama Ricky.
Please forgive me, my loves. Mama be buzzed if I tried a new Delta 9.
But wasn't John Camillo also the one that was somehow entangled with the what was the person who was discovered to be young that was doing that, and his mama had to sit by him on a Zoom? Botter, yeah. Wasn't he in that same rapping? Yeah, that's insane. I don't know what comes through some people's minds sometime when they decide it's a good idea. You know what I mean? Yes, that was. I remember when that came out, and it was like, you guys, he was literally like 14. His mother had to be in court with him.
That's why when we talk about the swattings and stuff like that, and there's been times when people talk about, well, the chat's full of like whatever. It's minors that know how to do this stuff. It's people that you wouldn't think that are doing this. That fly under the radar.
And it might be by a felony, Sean, is that in Georgia, it's a felony even if you're a minor. Because I was like, I thought it was a felony anyway, but I bet you it's a felony even if you're a minor.
I made a comment about
very hot.
About Sniper Wolf, right? She's in her 30s, but people were saying things like, you don't have to worry about the people in her chat because they're teenagers. And I was like, but those are the people that do a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are on the internet 24/7 and learn how to do things.
Yeah.
And they fly under the radar because they're youngsters.
Yeah.
And then when they start to do that investigation and here's the deal, like something like calling a fire department, right? You answer the door when they hand you a summons to say, hey, you've been accused of calling a fire department. Answer the door, you go to court. And if you didn't do it, it's no problem.
Right.
Because the more you fuck around with it, the more they're apt to just go, all right, we're going to investigate this. And we're going to figure out where this came from. Answer the door.
And it can't be that. It cannot be. Look at that.
What?
You see that white stuff that I put? That new makeup? It's tripling down. It's tripling down. My Waterline. You know the Waterline stuff? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what
I
you're
want you
talking
to know what a Waterline is.
about. I don't know what a waterline is.
Ladies know what a Waterline is. Um,
And did you guys watch Paula's stream? She streamed before us today.
you know
And
what?
what?
Just for shits and gins, and y'all don't have to join in if y'all don't want to. But I've heard there's some novels going on One Win's page. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so I didn't realize that I made the community page. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I am. Okay, so look. So when I said the other day about the about how Sin didn't say she took the picture, her sister took it or whatever. So they go, first of all, this is long thing. Okay, look. Okay, so there's this. We're not going to look at all that, right? So they pull this up, Sean, and they start like comparing pictures, right?
a waterline is a thing. So Primitive was like, I can't put anything in my waterline. It will tear up all day long.
Yeah. So look about this.
You can go completely out of that because you can log back in if you want to show it.
So what she's doing is she went like PI and looked up the pictures, and said that you can tell because this arrow points to this picture and it's from their website. And then there's this one and this is how they look. Okay, let me tell you something. First of all, Wendy, why do you fucking care?
It's crazy.
But second of all, do you know with him standing in that position, playing the guitar at that moment with that background, that there were easily 20,000 pictures being taken at the same time?
If you go to that show, wherever it was, and you just type in your browser, YouTube, Def Leppard, and I'm not sure where that show was, on this date, in this venue, and you hit go, there will be a lot different videos. Def Leppard's playing here Saturday in Atlanta. We are not going because we have some other things to do. But I will promise you by Monday, there will be dozens of videos from that concert.
And so that's my point. But on top of that, girl, I mean, Katie has always said this, MFW, nobody has time to read all of that, right? She numbers it 1 through whatever you do lie.
Why didn't she just do a vlog? I mean, why didn't she just do something? Because she would have to show her face.
No, she did a live about Jackie Overton.
No, but I'm thinking this big long community post. You want to talk about a manic post?
Yeah, she did it like a month.
I wouldn't even begin to read that.
That's what I'm saying. The only people that read it are the people that keep up with the thing. And then, you ran to ATX and Sean because they're too stupid to know or keep up with your lies, frankly.
No,
Wendy, it's just not that serious.
It's not that serious, Wendy. But this is where she is in her cycle. We talk about people's, you talk about where Sam is, where Sam was a week ago and where she is right now. Very manic, very mad, very sloppy and messy. What would entice somebody to type out something like that?
And let me just okay, it doesn't matter what Sin said, but this is what 12 hours ago. Update. One did an update.
It's an update.
Hold on. Okay, so
for the
now
4 of you that read the first part of it.
So now ATX is saying that these pics on TikTok, bless her, she doesn't know how to spell it. It was actually autocorrect because I don't do TikTok.
Gaslighting. She's gaslighting.
Were taken from Sin's sister's phone. But wait, I thought they were taken from some photographer walking around chatting them up. Then miraculously, they found them online in 2 separate locations from 2 photographers and 2 different copyright holders. Which is it? Why don't the 2 of you get together and get your story straight before trying to debunk the proof of your lies? Or don't. I'm loving this. Clearly.
But who read that? Who read that? You did One Win an incredible favor by reading that fucking thing.
Right. You dragged Mandy for not making... I literally went to type it in and it auto-corrected to that. Okay, Wendy, I didn't know how to spell it because unlike you, I'm not on every single social media platform that most of them are for, more hip people than you. But I'm going to leave that be. So then she's got some underlining going on, right? Now let me see, because I wasn't gonna give it attention, but someone said you got to look at it. Okay, so hold on. I never paid attention to her
Oh,
shit.
I see it now. The thing that you pin on here stays at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting here for the last 20 minutes trying to flip the chat, and the pinned, when you do it on your phone in this format, the pinned message is down at the bottom. Like, that's it right there.
I gotcha. Now you,
I didn't
now
got
you
you.
got it.
I didn't got you.
Hey, Hyacinth, how are you? I didn't see. Okay, so here's the one from 2 hours ago, and it's going to be a little bit of a dramatic reading. And if y'all are bored as hell, you can tell me to stop. But I like it when she numbers things. Okay.
Yeah.
So one win with her picture from 1998.
She's an educator, so.
Sin, bless your delusional phony heart. I can always tell when you're triggered AF because you write these insanely long rantings where you call names, spew more lies, accuse people of all kinds of crap, none of which can ever be proven, and then pretend you're going to blow the whole thing wide open. I'm fairly certain if you took several hours to craft these wordy posts, so please allow me to respond right here. If there is more, we'll discuss it live. 1, for starters, literally no one is jealous of you. Please, for God's sake, write that down. 2, so now your sister took some screenshots and showed you the next day that those were the ones you used. Sure, Jan. 3, I couldn't care less if you went to a Def Leppard concert. I've been myself. They're awesome on stage. He didn't father my child or anything, but it was still a good time. 4, I have never been to your TikTok ever, not once. I couldn't care less what you post there. I'm hardly stalking you. You wish. You do not lie. I don't care about your looks, but you sure do. Okay, so let me do a ... and wrap it up there. This is what I want to say.
I was about to say it's not too late to take that down, Wendy, but it is.
You don't miss a thing that Sin does. So for you to say that you don't go there or you don't know about, how are you able to do point by point bullet points if you don't look at it? Because someone sent it to you, right? Like that's how she'll always say, it was sent to me. I don't watch them. Whoever it was.
They sent you a lot of shit to write all that down.
She goes back into the Zillow thing, and she's, for whatever reason, I don't care what house Sin is moving into, didn't move into.
Who cares, man?
What she claims, I just don't give a shit. And you shouldn't either, Randy and Wendy. You shouldn't either.
See, it just went.
Hey, Sarah Smiles. I'm glad to see you. I was talking about
you.
So anyway, that's just what I wanted to do.
Sin's like they're awesome backstage too.
See, and that's the thing, that Sin is not trying to say that she doesn't say that she was a preacher's daughter with the band. I'm not, that's her story to tell. Maybe she'll tell a little bit about it on Sunday, but she's got some stories that are pretty fantastic. And so yeah, so look at this, and then we'll move along, because gaslighting really is synonymous with Wendy. That is the sanctimonious, like, gaslighter of the community. But look, because I did TikTok like this, she edited it and did a little silly face and did that.
Oh my God.
Well, you can tell that you're an educator.
I'll tell you what, Wendy, come up.
Yeah.
Come up, girl. I mean, you're right. Either that or go get an editor and turn that into some memoirs. She is, to think that she thinks that I'm going to write all this out and people are just going to read it. Mandi did it for you. But I mean, goddamn, man.
I literally never look at anything she says.
But I mean, it's like
you can see right here. Hold on. Not subscribed, and it is under my account.
She's such a piece of work, man. Let me see this. Hold on.
What does that say? The Schoolyard Creator, spring.com. So what is her, where's her merch? I want to see her merch. Where's her merch? And you're talking about, you can tell that Sin is triggered when she writes a whole bunch of stuff on her thing. Dude, you literally fill up an entire, like, 3 posts with the same amount of words. Anyways. No, we're not in a basement. Immaculate misconception.
What happens when you get on this way, they can flip. There's going to be people that have never seen us before that are going to
Well, that's cool.
That'll flip in.
For what it's
And,
worth. But look, this is the one thing that really drives me crazy. You can see where our sticky border ends or whatever. There's some people that when they're doing this, because people are flipping through on vertical mode, that's the other reason I like horizontal mode, because you don't have as many flipper throughers. But some people will start misbehaving on purpose, pull the tits out, whatever, just to see their people grow or whatever. Anyways.
And then they end up with 100,000 views and think that, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting to me. So, okay, let's get back to the subject at hand. We were going to talk about, let me go back to our notes here. Look at that. I can't stand MFN, the YouTube account MFN, because that's Alex. But Katie's back in the hospital. I don't know.
Yeah, people do know that MFN is Alex Glitter.
Hey, right? Y'all, is Katie back in the hospital? Yeah, and they don't like that we're friends. They don't like that we're friends. Someone tell me for real. Is she back in the hospital? And why is she back in the hospital? With ulcers. She has bleeding ulcers. And she says her bleeding ulcers are from like her, like smoking or something.
Not from her smoking.
That's an old video, but it says 8 hours ago.
Well, no, that's when she made a video. Doesn't mean
but when did it happen? Yes, it appears that Katie is. Old footage. Okay, I see. I've got my hissers on camera still on vertical mode. It's good for the views and haven't gotten any trolls. Hey, so primitive. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to Lady of Dolls and Critters, because she has pet hissers. She can tell you exactly what their names are. Hey, Kimberly. Oh, Lastress. It's old stuff. Okay. And she makes them the best meals.
Yeah, she was live earlier today. Yeah. I dropped in for a second and, gave her support for it.
I know, and the colors are vibrant, like in connection to what they eat and stuff. I love people who love animals. I don't care what kind of animals they are. Right?
Is that true? Is that a fact?
Yeah.
What kind of animals?
Every kind of animal. You know what I mean?
Y'all, we've got a problem with Tiny out there. So our head rooster is getting old. And when he cock-a-doodle-doos, he sounds like a little dinosaur now. And I think he's just getting old.
Yeah, he's getting old. Our Tiny's getting old. So, the other thing with the heat and everything, we've kind of put off telling people, and I don't want y'all to get super sad because it's been a few weeks ago, but partly to do with the heat and the black silky Presley. She is no longer with us. We even tried making her stand in the water or whatever, and we don't know for sure it was the heat, but she was a little bit older too. So we're going to get another black silky, and we're going to name it Presley, of course, again. But little Diva is, she's blending in. Yeah. She's blending in. We were, to say the least, devastated when it happened. So we're going to find another little bantam, a black bantam silky to go with Diva, but people have they love them, so they're always asking when more footage is going to come out with her or whatever. And so it was
Stitching says animals are cute except for Cobalt. He is bringing live mice and a giant mole to me.
Who is that?
The Stitching said that.
I thought Freya. Oh, her cat. Yeah, bantams are adorable. The thing is we're not going to get them from Tractor Supply anymore because, anyway, we've been through that. It's hit or miss. You know what I mean?
Just Jill says, hi, I've got 3 Orpingtons and 3 Black Stars. That's cool.
Yeah. What are Black Stars? I've never seen those. Chickens typically live, depending on the breed. Someone told me that they had one that lived 9 years. The black rooster one that your friend that just got a couple more of it, they said their black silky roo lived to be 9. Oh, no, that was their Orpington that lived to be 9. I don't see why that wouldn't be true, but that's pretty old, even by the, you know. Yeah, thank you guys. It sucks. But we kept putting it off telling you guys and whatever. And it's not like, you know, just you're going to start noticing that she wasn't in the pictures or whatever.
Yoga, they live like 3 to 7 years. But they can die at 3, and that's what I think. I think that's what's wrong with Tiny. I think that he's older than we thought.
Thank you, Nanny Love.
Thank you, Nanny
Thank you
Love.
so
Appreciate
much.
you. 3 to 7. But here's the thing. So when they get to be about 9 months old, they'll start laying eggs. The hens will. I did not know that they do not lay eggs all through their life. So what I've been told, and who's our
Go ahead.
Just Jill, who has chickens, after they get to be about 3 or 3.5, the hens they stop laying, but they can still live another 3 years. And the fact that our chickens are our pets. I have people that kind of make fun of me that have chickens that are like, so what you're telling me is that when you're 10 chickens that they're all about the same years old, the hens, they stop laying eggs, you're just gonna feed them and let them run around in the yard until they expire? And I was like, yeah. And that to some people is,
they don't know.
That doesn't make sense to them, because when their chickens stop laying eggs, they will eat them.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna do that.
And I should imagine that people would enjoy, I mean, ours are pretty big. Let me see. What did I miss? Sarah, I've been back a couple weeks. I'll definitely update it. Well, okay, I'm not sure. Well, then, Sarah, prayers to you. Did we miss it, or did she just keep it vague?
Sarah?
Sarah.
She said she's had a rough couple of weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that always. Ricky says, "You okay?"
I don't even know who that is, Mama Ricky.
It's someone with 225 viewers and been around for a while. So I'm like,
well, no, there's a lot of people that
are going.
I'm telling you, watch this. Watch. That's what people are doing, and then they'll watch something, and then there's one guy with one person watching. This person's got 550. Calls himself the handsome liberal. And then but that's what I mean, is that's all people are doing.
Hey, Nassim, how are you?
And they're getting to ours.
Yes.
And, that's it.
A trolling gamer. So when I get home, the neighbors love it. I get out of the car and the chickens whoever comes home, like right at dusk, the chickens will all run over. When they see that you have brought nothing to throw to them, no remnants or French fries or anything, they look around and they're blah, 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 and they all walk away. So we don't ever take comfort in the fact that they've run to us. It's pretty much just for what we have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The other one we haven't seen in a long time. I just can't do
this.
I know, we're going to fix it. Next time we're going to stream on the iPad, okay?
No, we just got to do the regular.
Baby, I can't. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, we can next time.
No, we can't.
Why?
We'd have to, they're saying that, okay, so used to when I set up the stream, I would go into advanced
phones are
settings.
all like this for good now?
I can't change it anymore. So that's what I'm saying. I was like, I told you when I scheduled it, I said, well, I hope that I can like do something, because I can't, like, you know what I mean?
I'm going to pin all of these for Sarah, one right after the other.
Sarah has had some of her whole life, and I'm not trying to make her sound, because she is anything but a victim, but this year has been particularly bad. She is probably one of the strongest people I've ever known. I mean, she's definitely one of the strongest people I've ever known.
So Black Dragonfly said, stay strong. I got the news 10 minutes ago. A friend of my kids was on a motorcycle with his dad, and a semi-truck killed him. Oh, my goodness.
I am so sorry. Wow. Karen says, mine love me because I sing to them. I can see Karen. I can imagine her singing to her chickens. Karen, today, Casey, those of you who know, Casey stands for Karen's Chicken. We hatched Karen's chicken. She flew the egg from where she was. We might do that again and get it to see about getting another one. But she has like one of those beautiful flocks. It reminds me of like License to Drive. You know, on License to Drive where they show the twin sister taking her oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sarah. But yeah, I'm not gonna even switch back to what I was gonna say because I don't think that it's an appropriate time. I didn't know. I thought that she was her mother was being better. I didn't know she was still. I'm so sorry. Wow.
These are our eggs. I had to flip them around, and I had to put the old ones on top because we've not eaten them fast enough.
Are those the all of them?
Most of
right
them.
now? How many days worth? You can bring it over here.
It's about a week.
About a week's worth.
Yeah.
So, even though, no, Angel, this is actually the corner of our living room. That's why you can kind of see the top up there, and you can see like we're in a corner. It's our living room. The other thing, Wrightson, man, Sarah's got, there's a few people that continually have just shit piled on their plate, and Sarah is one of them. But we are all thinking and praying for you, and please, if you can give me more detail, like, I know it's probably hard to talk about, but definitely let me know.
So like someone like Angel that's just got in here, that, you know, they're nice. They're saying, hey, is that your room? There's a chance. I haven't noticed that person before, but there's a chance that they just,
That's what I think.
yeah.
They just
Then
scroll
people
through.
just,
Yeah.
So I mean, it is a way, especially
Okay.
for new YouTubers that, you know, they want to get more exposure. You know, throw your phone up there and just flip back, and, you know, and then people will see.
Yeah.
So what is that you're holding?
I'm going to show it in just a second. Yeah, definitely let me know and fill me in because I didn't know it had gotten to that. I had no idea. Let's see. I got a new curling iron today. I don't even know how to transition from that, so I'm just going to do it because I needed a bigger barrel. Bigger barrel. And so my other ones had broke, so I got it. And there was a safety tag on it that I tore off because I think I can commit this to memory and I don't need it on there. But one of them says not to curl your eyelashes. Don't curl your eyelashes. And the other one says, don't let your baby play with the curling iron. Either one. So I sat that by the thing. It's like, you know what I mean? Thank you, Lil RC. Your smile is like a sunrise. It sets the clouds on fire. I think his smile is the same.
I think she was talking about yours.
No, talking about you.
The one that I like is like when you're walking along, like in the middle of whatever, in the Walmart parking lot or whatever, and you see it's a manhole cover and it says no fishing. Like people pull the manhole cover off and go fishing. That's my favorite one to watch.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sarah. Sarah said, we had my granddaughter last night too, and we've had some goodbye time today. We had to take her to DHS and drop her off before court, and that was the worst thing ever. She screamed, no, Grandma, don't leave me.
Look at this motherfucker. 3.4K watching.
I know.
Yeah?
No, I was just reading what Sarah wrote. It was sad. I know. Sean's going to try not to. Why are the wrong people in this world punished?
It's true.
Why does shit like that happen? It's one thing to, you know, we do drama, we read people's community posts, we throw tomatoes, we do whatever. But really, when you think about it, why do good people get the ass end of karma? I don't get that.
I don't know.
Some people get exactly the karma that they deserve. And then some people, they don't. So
DB Cooper says groceries are up 100%.
they really are. They really are. What are you guys like? We don't have there's people are learning how to go to these cheap meals that you can get the most protein and most quantity out of, like the super rice. You want me to cover them?
What?
The
I get them.
cockatiels?
I get them.
The cockatiels are like it's bedtime. So some people are doing like, like when you do the cream of chicken soup and putting like the rice in it and then just add a can of chicken or whatever. And that's the most like kid friendly meal that you can make too. But
Where is it?
you've left me and now I'm like a
Where is it?
see, that's the thing. It's in the cabinet. I am like a Ricky without his Pam.
Not this cabinet down here.
Yeah, it's in the cabinet underneath it. Let's
Oh,
see. I know, right? I'm sorry for coming in. No, Sarah, I'm glad that you came in because I would assume someone reached out to you, was worried about you. I was like, if anyone's heard from her, please let me know. I haven't seen her, and that's not like you. I've seen you in a comment section a couple of times, but I want to know more, and I want to know if there's anything I can do or if there's anything anyone can do. I know that's oversaid, but literally anything. Please let us know. Right, Sin, you have to let it out somewhere. It especially with Sarah, because Sarah will tell you these things that happen, and then she will try her best to be optimistic, and she'll try her best to be like, and it's just been a long year for her. It's just been a really, really long year. She has been married to her rock for a very long time. And but this is a lot for anybody. It's incredible. Yeah, don't. That's the thing. Don't give up. Just keep on keeping on. If you got to work 5 jobs to pay the biggest, meanest attorney in those parts, do it, right?
Yeah, this guy. I can't figure out how to do this.
I
so.
look like Jim. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like whatever. That's why I'm saying anything that we can do to help, man. If you need to set something up to, get the Gloria Allred of the custody fighters or something, that's whatever it takes. Where is just Ricky? I'm looking to see. Mama Ricky must have come in with a zinger. My sister's ex-husband once took out a hair straightener to his pubes and burned his wiener. He was an idiot. She divorced him and married someone with a few more brain cells. I'm going to tell you about something crazy. The other day, sometimes I will take an order from Food Lion, and I'm not even going to tell you. You're going to have to decide what you decide on this. From Food Lion, and it'll be like there's only one Food Lion within, I would say, a certain direction. So it's normally assignments that if you take them, they're about 40 miles, but they pay well. People tip well because they want whatever it is from Food Lion, and I haven't quite figured out why, because I don't see anything exceptionally, So the other day I had one where I picked up the stuff, and it was a good ways out, but then I was going to Instacart in the Atlanta area once I got there. So it was a myriad of things. There were some Glade candles, like woodsy male scents. There was, strawberries, things like that. There was some turkey legs, pre-cooked turkey legs. There were some different things.
Well, what was the main thing?
And there were 3 Fleet enemas, okay? And they didn't have them in stock, so I didn't know how to substitute it. But if you know Instacart, you can scan a replacement, and if the person doesn't decline it and want a refund on their end, then that's fine. That's what you do. So I take this order all the way into Atlanta to a a hotel. Did I even tell this on the last live stream? No. To this hotel. It's a swanky hotel, but it's dimly lit. There's lots of doors that go to off hallways, and if you go to the bathroom, you can walk in, but they're little private bathrooms, like you have your own door, like your own door behind a door, you know what I mean? So I texted, I'm like, I text him and I'm like, where are you at here? Like, what room? Because I just had a name. And he said, oh my gosh, I forgot to change the address. From last week, I was in that hotel last week and I forgot to change the address. First of all, I'm not thinking that is exactly what happened. I'm thinking that something thwarted this, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, and so the bar, it looks like a bar, but I come to find out it's also where you check in, but you can't tell it's where you check in, okay? So the lady's on the phone and this other girl's sitting there, and he texts me, he says, just leave it at the front desk and I will have someone come pick it up. And so she says, are you the Instacart thing? And she's like, yeah. She goes, bring it in here. And it's like, you don't understand. It's like 20 bags worth of stuff. And she goes, it's cool. Bring it in. And the other girl's kind of like, okay. I'm not judging anybody or anything, but there's also like 3 jugs of liquid Drano, right? 3 jugs of liquid Drano. There was only 2 Fleet enemas and 1 Fleet suppository bottle, right? There's these candles, there's strawberries, just this random shit. And I put it all on the front desk and I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right. And she's like, okay. And like, it's no big deal. And so I'm walking out and it's like, ding, so-and-so tip an extra 20. And he's like, thanks. That was a solid.
He gave you enough.
And I'm like, so it was so baffling to me.
I want to start doing the Instacart simply because the wear and tear on the car.
Right.
Like
Hey, Andy.
I'm
Rich, not your
probably getting. I'm not even getting 20 miles to the gallon in the Altima. It's got that big 3.5 in it. It is so fun to DoorDash around and listen to satellite radio, Hair Nation. But if I can get to what Mandy's doing, she just goes to a spot, does some shopping, the car stays in its, and then you just drive it to wherever. That's the thing to do. And you said that when you get to a certain level with Instacart, they start giving you, like 75% off oil changes.
Yeah. And you get
that's really the thing to do if you guys want to hustle.
You get like double batches to the same place. Now it's starting saying, hey, while you're at that store, we'll give you another 40 if you shop this order too. Right. So it's, but the other thing is, that story was just an off story. Make of it as what it was a baffling story. But here's the other thing. Just Ricky was like, oh my God,
Mama Ricky, I was like, tell us what was going on.
I was baffled. There was probably some other things too that I'm not, there was puppy pads. Yeah. There you go. There was puppy pads.
I bet it's what is, how does Mama Ricky call it? Probably some water sports going on.
Something. It was crazy. And I was like, okay. And so when I'm leaving, I go, so that's it? And she was like, yeah. And there's another guy there that's talking to the front desk. He goes, okay, so you're going to charge me $50 every transaction or just $50, at the end of the stay? And she was like, we bill it all at one time. It's just one transaction. And she goes, and it shows up as da-da-da-da-da. And whatever it was, like KS LLC or something. And he was like, okay, cool. And I'm just like, what? This is baffling to me. Like, this whole thing is like, but apparently everybody was in the know. Because
I think that's what it is. It's a what you call it, the no-tell motel. So when you go in, the lobby is just a bar.
Yeah.
So even if you've got somebody that's
you're right, Canada boy, we are too old for this. Go ahead.
So if you've got somebody that's like doing the private investigator thing and they're taking pictures of you at a bar. They're not taking pictures of you going into like the Holiday Inn or something like that.
Right.
That's kind of like what it
is. And it doesn't look like a check-in desk. So if a PI is tracking you, oh look, he got it.
There was, and I think that hotel is for that.
Right.
I think it's for that. I think that the front end caters to that, the discretion. The ambiance is such that, like I say, if there's video or whatever, it's not like the Marriott.
No, it's good. Sarah smiles. He was a weirdo. What the decision that the mods make are always totally okay. But yeah, I just was kind of fascinated by it. And like I said, it was painted obviously very dark, and there was just out shots. Nothing said like room 300 to 350 this way. You know, it was all very like you would have to know what was going on. And I would say the name of it, but then y'all would look it up. But I am going to look into it and see if that's the case. And then maybe I will say it out loud or whatever.
66 there, 50. I can't. We're
going to fix
this whole stream. I've been just totally distracted by this new format.
But you're so cute to be distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say anything foul yet.
Why not?
Because we're not done yet.
We're not?
No, we're not done yet.
Okay.
And then my stepson asked me what I said.
But
Mama Ricky, tell me that the liquid Drano, man, you can't even be taking little tiny pieces of that.
No.
Like you can't. No, but you see what I'm saying?
But look, I think what happened with this, is this guy.
But what would the three jugs of
hold on a
Drano
second.
be?
You know that it's a guy's name, but we don't know.
Right.
A name is, you can't judge a book by a name. You're seeing a name. You don't know what they look like or what they identify as or whatever, right? Am I correct? So I think that the stuff that they ordered was really supposed to go to a house, and they forgot that. He said, remember that the person said, the person said, I'm not there.
Oh.
They went in, because like in DoorDash, you can change the addresses. I think he ordered a bunch of stuff, or she or whoever it was, and it was supposed to go to the house.
To do those things.
Whatever, yeah, whatever they do. That's where the Drano comes in. Unless they got, why would you need Drano in a hotel room?
Just Jill.
Seriously.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
So when it went to a hotel, they were like, oh shit.
Maybe if
I forgot to switch it back from the home to the hotel. Just leave it at the hotel.
Maybe if you were flushing a bunch of rubbers.
No, but you wouldn't need 3 bottles of Drano.
Yeah, that's true.
You wouldn't need that. The way this is being described, it was like they were throwing
thank you for joining.
They were throwing remains into a tub and throwing Drano on it or something.
No, I meant I would like if sometimes they have to clear themselves out before these things.
I'm talking about Drano. You don't need 3 fucking big old bottles of
Drano. Like what if the doses and all
that? Okay.
Like,
yeah,
you
maybe.
See what I'm saying?
Maybe.
I'm not going to say that out loud because then someone will,
Just Jill, thank you. Welcome to the flock
toilets
party.
do get clogged during massive sex party. You see,
yes,
we have an expert.
Just Jill joined the flock party.
I know. I say welcome,
Yay.
Just Jill.
Just Jill was like, holy cow.
She goes, I would not send to you, and he came back to it. Going to be a lot more Q&As and things on, I think, on our members, because you know what? Why not? We're grown-ass adults. We don't answer to nobody.
Well, see, Mama Ricky, Mandy was tracking. I wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know where my parents, I know this keeps distracting you, but I'm trying to get close to it.
I'm good.
Where my parents used to live before they moved, where they live, which doesn't matter. There was a news story.
Let me get it for you, babe. Let me get it.
It's a little
You've
cat
been
hair.
digging for that.
Well, it's that and something in my eye.
Yeah.
There was a massage parlor that was raided not because they had heard, things about nefarious things, because I would imagine most of those massage parlors that have stuff on the windows to cover it, they're not dumb to that. So, but what the city had to finally come out because they kept having it was a strip center, no pun intended, like a strip center shopping mall. And plumbers had kept, it was so backed up that the city was like, there was a blockage in the entire sewer line. So finally they get the city of Austin to go in to look at it. Sean, they pulled out a ball of condoms this big. So every time at this massage parlor it had gotten flushed, it was getting like,
yeah,
it
finally clogged.
If I can find the picture, I would show you. Hey, papi. It literally, and it was all different. Like it was crazy. And so
we've got just people that are finding us.
So when they went to arrest the person, the owner of this massage parlor, they found her. She was ready to board a plane with like $15,000 in cash on her.
Right.
Like going back to wherever, I think Vietnam is where she was going back to. But I remember that picture. It's got to be somewhere online, that picture. I mean, imagine a rubber band ball, but it's not. It's rubbers in a ball that have.
I know that
Good morning. It's
we were
good
trying.
seeing
We
you.
got to get the sewers going in when we got to Baghdad, and so the sewers had been backed up for years and this and that. We started to go down and engineer clear out the sewers, and there was like dead horses down there.
That's
They were
just what they did.
well, no, I mean it just
backs up.
backs up, and it stays
Like
that
all
way.
kinds of things in there.
All kinds of stuff in there, and
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Huh. Yeah, so there you go. Those are two totally random stories. But that was my Instacart story. Is 3 fleet enemas. We didn't have all 3 at the local Food Lion, so there had to have some suppositories. 3 jugs of liquid
I mean,
Drano.
the more that I think about it,
Puppy
the
pads.
more that it's like, okay, maybe all that stuff is needed for a soiree, but I mean,
Let me tell you what Sean showed up ready for at the when we got together. And y'all can here's another little piece of nostalgic history from when we hooked up. Sean,
I thought I was being a
Sean
perfect gentleman.
shows up with a little box of it was a little box too, so of condoms. And so
No, it was just one great big one that was in there.
that was it. It was just one.
It's one great
great big one.
Yeah, one that'll,
Like the Magnum XXL or one or whatever.
Well, I mean,
so
at
anyway, it's things are hot and heavy, and he's like, I did bring this, and I'm like, for what? And he was like,
You
well,
didn't say
I
that
didn't-
to me though. You were thinking that. You said that to me later. I mean, okay, ladies and gentlemen that are in here, if you are, hold on, you're hooking up with somebody for the first time. Isn't it common
Okay,
courtesy
Ricky.
to have that? I mean,
Well,
what if she
neither
says,
one
I
of
don't
us-
know you?
Neither one of us has been in the arena for a very long time.
Right,
So,
but I was with some nasty
But
whore
here-
before.
right. But
Yeah.
here's well, and here's the other thing though, Sean. We had already decided we wanted forever and 18 kids, and we were gonna, that. So even if you hadn't had a vasectomy, we still wouldn't use one.
I'm just saying,
But
I
right?
am a gentleman.
No, but right, you are a gentleman. But right?
Do you realize what it took for me to go into a store for
That's
the
what I was
first
gonna
time
ask.
in like
Where
forever?
did you buy it?
I don't.
At the airport?
No, it was somewhere. It was part of the packing list.
Part of the packing list?
Yeah, I mean,
No, but the conversation about the condom didn't even come up. You just said that you had it.
you said it later. No, you said you saw them, and then like later on, it was a couple months down the road when we were, and you were like, I remember when I looked in your bags the first time and I saw that, and I was like, is that bad? It was like, I mean, I thought.
Well, it was only a pack of like 5 or 3.
It was just one big one. I keep telling you that.
Anyway, it's funny. No, cool. I'm glad that you blocked anytime you suspect that. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling you, if he hadn't already, well, it's a good thing he did have a vasectomy, because if he had, spawn of Satan, then it would have been a whole game changer. But yeah, we were so like crazy in love. It's like, yeah, why would we use it?
You guys think that's a gentleman? I mean, what? I mean, or what?
I do.
Okay. That's all I was trying to say. That's the thing. I mean,
do.
it was one great
I
big.
have got to say that because I have never even like, I don't know how that's approached normally. Don't guys keep them in their wallets?
No, I mean.
And then when you're like, if you get it on or whatever, then like, this is what I heard tell of in high school. And I'm serious. I really don't know this particularly. And then you see if the guy pulls it out of his wallet.
No, there was
then the girl is either like, no, you got me all wrong.
No, there's definitely guys that carried one around for so long. There'd be like a little like.
And you're not supposed to keep them in your
No,
wallet.
and like the leather on their wallet would be worn. It's the same thing like when you like the guys that would carry Skull around in their Copenhagen in the back of their jeans, they'd have this little ring. It's kind of like that.
Well,
And you're right. And if the guy had one to the point in his wallet where, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he carried the same one around he got it when he was like 14 and he's 18 still carrying it.
If you took sex education, then they told you that you could not use one because the body heat would break down the spermicidal stuff in it, like the quality of it.
Well, not just that, but the whole latex would doesn't keep it.
And they also said in that same class that you can't use saran wrap. And I'm like, who in the fuck
Somebody
would use
would
saran
try
wrap?
to
But
use
you
saran
know,
wrap.
someone in the class was like, that's what's happening. They say that, yeah, y'all are like, oh my gosh. You probably think that we're absolutely crazy. And we probably are. We probably are. This is gonna die. This whole iPad is gonna die.
Yep. But it is 10:45.
It's 10:45. Does everyone know where their kids are? No,
We're not going to go there.
Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you. Was it Just Jill?
See, I don't know. I don't even know how to look at that shit. I'm trying to figure out. Just Jill joined the flock party. I think she was also. Huh?
I don't read it out loud like.
Yes, Stevie,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But Just Jill did the super chat and joined the flock party, unless I'm wrong.
Yes.
Let me check.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, now I'm learning, man. If we're gonna do this on the phone, I've got to learn all this stuff. I just kind of sat here doing this.
We'll do a play-by-play.
Chat filter.
Make sure you're subscribed to the ATX channel. We'll have fun on Sunday, even though it's gonna spill some tea and we're gonna have fun.
Hold on, then. Just Jill didn't do the super chat. So here, let me see. I need to give credit.
No, right here. It's right here. I'll do it.
Fan funding. There we go. Nanny Love. Nanny Love. Thank you.
Okay. So we will have fun on Sunday. We always had, she's a hoot on top of the fact that we'll spill some tea and we'll make it entertaining. And beyond that, we'll catch you guys later.
I'll be more tuned in. I'll have to figure out how to use this.
He's all thrown off. But you did a good job because you were like, normally you would be like, oh my gosh. Now that we know you can't do horizontal, it's cool, Jill. It was Nanny Love. Have a good night, you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.